Just want to do a quick check-in with everybody because it's a scary time right now. But we're going to make sure that this week that you have a good time because comedy is legal again. And Mrs. P has done a research on a lot of fun stuff, right?
Yeah, super fun stuff.
Yeah, super fun stuff.
I fell down a bunch of rabbit holes like a little Alice in Wonderland.
Go on.
Which character from Alice in Wonderland are you?
I think I'm a little bit of a Cheshire cat today. Where am I?
don't think-
Off with their heads!
I don't think you're chill enough to be that caterpillar, but okay. So here's some of the stuff I researched this week. Okay, Ned Fulmer hit rock bottom.
You having an affair, it shattered our marriage.
Ned Fulmer from The Simpsons?
No, he's a try guy.
Oh, I was thinking Ned Flanders.
So then there's also this chef in California that got arrested for robbing a bank.
Oh, was it a Robin Hood situation?
I don't think he's gonna give anybody else the money. Also, did you know that Publishers Clearinghouse declared bankruptcy?
Wait, they had the big checks, right?
Yeah, the big checks. Checks are no good anymore.
Oh yeah, checks and balances, those are out.
Also, Dancing with the Stars.
Oh yeah, you made me watch that last night.
Yeah, we watched Dancing with the Stars last night, and I want to talk about it.
It was the worst thing that had happened to my eyes in 10 days.
What do you know about Pilates?
White ladies, Instagram.
Yep, so that's true, but I have more information.
What?
Also, did you hear that Jerry is leaving Ben?
The cat?
No, from Ben and Jerry's, the ice cream company.
Oh, I was thinking Tom and Jerry.
No. So listen, we've been having a weird week. Everyone's been having a weird week. So why don't we all just get a nice beverage, maybe take our SSRI, and we'll just have a good time listening to this episode.
I'm ready.
Too many times. Remember to smile.
I should be allowed to smoke because the world wasn't as terrible when I still had cigarettes. And then I stopped smoking and the world got worse. So maybe it's me. Maybe this is just a giant simulation, right?
No.
And it's all based on my brain chemistry because I'm actually the only enlightened one.
No, you're not having any cigarettes. Listen, you remember how Coldplay, that couple got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert?
Oh, yeah, that was really funny. We all came together because it was a rich person getting their comeuppance in front of us.
That is fun. But also, I think it opened a portal.
A portal?
Yes, I believe that CEO getting caught opened the portal for Ned Fulmer to return.
Ned Fulmer from
He's
the
the try guy. He's the wife guy, remember?
Oh, with the little butt.
What?
He would always show off his butt.
Oh, that's weird.
He was always like, oh, look at me. I'm Ned Fulmer. Oh, look at me. And everyone around him was like, fuck this guy.
God, he sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that got caught cheating on his wife.
With an employee
Yeah, with
at
an
a
employee.
Harry Styles concert.
Yeah, see, you do remember things.
Yeah, well, I remember downfalls. I remember them very well.
So
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
I plot a few of them.
No.
My favorite
no
movie?
plotting.
My favorite movie? Downfall.
Okay. So
There's a great speech and scene in there. Do you know the meme from Downfall?
no.
It's a bunker.
Listen to me.
Yeah?
Ned Fulmer.
Okay.
The former try guy.
All right.
Went through the Coldplay portal to try to access the world again because he's back.
He's only been going for like 6 months.
It's been like 3 years.
Shut the fuck up.
It's been like 3 years.
Wait, Ned Fulmer got canceled before I quit smoking?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Anyway, so guess what he's doing in order to come back and get in everybody's good graces?
Hard right pivot.
You know what? I think you might be onto something, but what do you have to do first?
Oh, to a hard right pivot, you have to start a podcast.
He did. He started a podcast.
Look at that. Oh, yeah. Only good people have podcasts.
That's factual.
Yeah. And you better love our podcasters. If you don't love our podcasters, you're going to go to jail. We're going to deport you.
Hey. Like our podcast and subscribe and hit the hype button, but don't listen to him. So listen, Ned Fulmer started a podcast and he's calling it Rock Bottom.
Wait, that's okay. Can I ever tell you about the time I hit rock bottom?
What is it?
It was at a brewery called Rock Bottom. It was before you and I started dating.
Okay.
I went on the website plentyoffish.com.
Oh no.
You know where this is going?
No.
It was the only internet date I ever went on.
Okay.
It was from a time when people used to poo-poo internet dating.
Oh, really?
It was before it was before the apps.
Okay.
It was before Tinder.
I don't know.
Is that what they call it? Tinder?
Don't know.
Yeah.
It was before Grindr. Mm-hmm. It was before Sniffies.
Oh, no sniffies.
It was before Craigslist No, it was during Craigslist
It was definitely
misconnection.
during Craigslist.
But I went on Plenty of Fish and I met this young woman on there. And by young, I mean we were equal age. I think we were both like 27. And I met her. And she was like, "Oh, we should meet halfway." And I met her at a microbrewery that was connected to the King of Prussia Mall, which at
Okay.
that time was the third largest mall in America.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so I met her there, and she seemed great on the internet, and then when I met her in real life, I was like, "Oh, you are the exact." It's like she worked at Starbucks, and she loved it, and she was like pro Starbucks in a way that I was like, "Oh, I can't do this," and it got so bad that at one point I'm like, I just kept drinking heavily, and then I went to the bathroom and I ran into our waiter, and I turned to him. I said, "I want you to split the bill, put all of my drinks right now." And I want to pay for all my drinks right now.
Yeah.
Because she kept ordering appetizers.
Oh.
So she ran up like this huge bill, and I was like, I'm covering just my stuff. And then I just like came back. I was like, hey, this isn't gonna work. I already covered my drinks, and then I just left.
You just left?
I just left because I paid for my side. I'm not gonna pay for the whole thing. This is a bad date.
Wow.
I'm a feminist. Pay for yourself. What? I asked you. Listen, when we went out, did I not ask if you wanted to split the check on our first date?
Yeah, you did.
I did, yeah, because I believe that women should make enough money so that way I don't have to cover for you. All right, that's my belief.
How's that working out for you now?
Terrible.
Yeah, you pay for everything.
I pay for everything.
Anyway, so here's the thing. He starts his podcast. It premiered yesterday it premiered on the 17th.
Who started a podcast?
Ned Fulmer.
I'm sorry, we went on such an aside that my brain is melted.
That's okay. Your brain's been melted for quite a while.
I've seen things I can't unsee now.
Yeah. So listen, here's the notes I pulled about the Ned Fulmer thing.
The Ned Fulmer podcast that is called Rock Bottom.
Yes.
And because he is implying that him getting canceled for cheating on his wife with an employee, a subordinate from his own company, and then being caught on Instagram and having it posted, and then that leading him to being subsequently fired from his company has led him to the rock bottom of his life.
Yes.
And from AA speak, rock bottom is where you, like a phoenix, are supposed to rise out of.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't go lower than this moment.
Oh, it always can go lower.
It can always go lower.
It can always go lower.
Listen, life is like a limbo. Life is like a limbo.
No. So anyway, People Magazine. Remember People Magazine?
Yes, with Lex Waxman?
Yeah, I think that was his name.
Les
the
Wesner?
guy that was at Bezos' wedding.
Yes.
People Magazine published an article on September 16th. Okay. At 9 a.m. All right. And it's called Ned Fulmer Speaks Out on Cheating Scandal After Leaving the Try Guys. Exclusive.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I don't feel like Ned Fulmer had the level of fame that should be equivalent to People Magazine.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like, to me, when I think of People Magazine, I think of Princess Diana.
Okay.
I think of JFK Jr.
Okay.
I think of Tiger Woods' marriage falling apart.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, yes. Yes. Real people.
Yeah.
Not
real
like,
stars.
Listen, I've met a Try guy. I've met this Try guy. I've met this Try guy. I've met Quasi. I met all of them.
He's a Try guy now.
He is a Try guy now. Everybody's a Try guy now. I met a bunch of them. Nice people. They're great. I don't consider them the equivalent of like People Magazine's sexiest man of who's the one that's married to Gwen Stefani?
Gwen Stefani. The
Blake Shelton.
Yeah. Why did you have that right there? Why was that right there? Top of mind.
You know what's horrible is I was like, it was Gavin Rosdale, actual hot, talented guy.
But he had to cheat on her with a nanny.
Well, now that she's made her Christian pivot, I'm on Nanny's side.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so there's this People Magazine article that comes out on the 16th at 9 a.m. Remember this, okay? Now it says, Ned Fulmer, former Try guy, most famous for cheating on his wife, makes a podcast about cheating on his wife. He's going to break the devastating silence of the cheating scandal years after leaving the Try Guys. He didn't leave. He was kicked out. Let's be real.
Out, yeah.
And he said, quote, I feel ready to share my story and move on into a new chapter.
I hate him so much. I also just hate how PR written this is.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that.
This is so heavily PR, publicist written. And it's just, I don't know. Okay.
In September of 2022, the Try Guys rocked the internet with a shocking infidelity scandal. Fulmer, one of the 4 founding members of the entertainment company, and he was ironically the wife guy, was caught having an extramarital affair with one of the company's employees.
Yes. Yes.
Keith, Zach, and Eugene announced that Fulmer was no longer working with the company and later had to he had to be edited out of all the past videos. It was very funny. And they had the angriest Eugene ever, which we have to put up a picture of.
This is Angry Eugene.
Angry Eugene is my favorite Eugene.
He's the greatest Eugene.
And then Angry Eugene is what I believe was the jumping off point for what's his name from SNL. Because
Bo and Yang.
Bo and Yang did Angry Eugene on SNL, and everybody was like, Bo and Yang for a life. It was so good.
But that was also one of those moments. I remember it on SNL because a lot of people who watch SNL are like, I don't know what a Try Guy is. I watch SNL. Because there's also like these different pivots and buckets of where people are, right? Like I recently found out that CNN, they have the youngest of the cable news demographic audiences.
How young? 64?
67, actually. Their average age of viewership is 67 years old. Yeah. And it's CNN, that's the youngest.
I hope you were going to say 45. I was trying to be funny.
But I mean, listen, look, our audience right now, if they're listening to us at work, they're listening to us on, we know analytically, you're either listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or our Patreon at Pearlmania500.net, or you're watching us on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Like, and there's as many of you are watching and listening to us, and I know these numbers, as many of you are ingesting this content as anything Jake Tapper has done in 2 years.
Yeah.
Jake Tapper from CNN. A worthless man.
Yeah.
Bag of shit.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's get back to my bag of shit.
No.
Come on.
No. Listen.
Come on.
There's a lot about partisanship right now. There's a lot going. No. Give me a second.
No.
I just want to. No. Just give me a second.
Listen to me. I said no. Okay. Let me read you a quote from this Try Guy, Ned Fulmer. He says, quote, "For a long time, I wanted nothing to do with social media or the internet." Says Fulmer in the aftermath of these cheating revelations. Quote, "I didn't think it was particularly beneficial to my mental health." Oh no, really? Quote, "Trying to understand why I had done what I had done was the point of the starting point of my healing journey. But more than anything," he said, "Ariel," that's his wife, "is," quote, "who he cared most about."
Wait. Okay. How many sentences were we in before he said his wife?
Pretty far down, babe.
That was like 5 sentences, I think.
Yeah, pretty far down.
Before he mentioned his wife, who's the one he hurt.
But as he and his wife picked up the pieces of their relationship, finally reaching a, quote, "place of healing," after lots of marriage therapy, Fulmer says, he was itching to pick up a camera. "I wanted to start to create things. I miss making things."
But he just said he hated social media and the internet.
That was 3 years ago when he got canceled.
Oh, got it.
But
Because
after
the internet.
all of the therapy, now he wants to create stuff.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. So 4 years ago, he loved social media and the internet.
Yes.
And then 3 years ago, he hated social media and the internet. And now he feels like there's been enough time. He can love social media and the internet again.
Fulmer is launching a new podcast called Rock Bottom, where he plans to interview people about their lowest moments.
Can I tell you, the Rock? Do you know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Yes, I do know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
You know Dwayne "The Rock"?
He's the guy that always plays Safari Guy in all Safari movies.
Yes, he is a Safari guy in every movie. He's a bald man with a hairline.
And a hair care line.
A hair care line. Yeah. He's a bald man with a hairline is a funny line itself.
Yeah.
But also, when he was a professional wrestler, he has 2 finishing moves. One, a lot of people know, called the people's elbow.
Yes.
It's where he does this back and forth thing and he runs back. He does this whole thing where he drops his elbow. It's a very stupid thing that he turned into a finisher.
Yes.
But what he really is known for is back in the day, like in the 90s when I really watched it, was the rock bottom.
Okay.
Was literally his finishing move.
All right.
It's really a side Russian leg sweep with the lift movement into it. But the rock bottom is like a finisher. And so every time you go, with my podcast, because this is how Ned Fulmer talks about it.
Okay.
With my little podcast, rock bottom. And I'm like, no. Do you smell what the rock?
No, we don't have the copyright for that. Okay. I gotta start my sentence over because I feel like it's gonna upset you. So I want to do that because upsetting you is fun for me sometimes.
I've been upset all week.
Fulmer is launching a new podcast, Rock Bottom, where he plans to interview people about their lowest moments, those overcoming drug addiction, convicted gang leaders, and yes, even canceled social media personalities.
I feel like it's only going to be the last
Quote,
one.
Anyone who's overcome something challenging, he says, is on the table. So I feel like he's creating a podcast where he can platform the worst canceled people.
Yes, 100%.
That's what he's doing.
It would be called Canceled.
But that
name was already taken.
Yeah.
It was already taken by Tana Mojo.
he has to make a big splash, right? To make his podcast, this new creative venture, to make it big, right?
Yeah.
So the first person he's going to interview, who do you think it's going to be?
All right, let me go down a list of people who have been canceled, who want to come back immediately. I'm just trying to think of people. All right, can't make that joke. That'll get me on a list. That'll probably get me shot.
Hey, guess what? Don't worry. It's not a canceled person.
Oh.
It's his wife.
What?
Yeah. His first interview is a sit down with his wife where they talk about the whole cheating scandal.
That's not a podcast.
Yeah.
That's therapy. That's couples therapy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did it.
yeah.
Wait, okay.
Go ahead.
His first guest on his show about the road to, I guess, social media recovery is the person he wronged?
Yeah.
Which step in AA is that?
You're-
Isn't that like, which one is the one where you're supposed to, okay, what was the one from My Name is Earl? Where you're supposed to go and apologize to everybody. Is that fifth step?
It's fifth.
Okay, got it. Got it. But so the fifth step is, that's what he's doing in that case, but like
No.
in like a dumb way.
Yeah, no, it's okay. What he's doing is trying to profit off of the chaos that he created with within his marriage.
I understand that. I
Yeah.
know that, but I'm just saying is like,
he's trying to make amends with the audience.
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
You're so
He's
smart.
trying to make amends with the audience.
Okay.
But that's not going to work.
But he's doing it 3 years later, and he's doing it good wife style. So like when politicians do this, right?
Yeah.
Politicians get caught in a scandal like this. They always have their wife standing next to them at the podium.
Yes.
And there was that show, The Good Wife, with I think Alan Cumming was in it.
Yep.
Yeah. And so they're standing there at the podium and they're like, oh, like very rigid. And then there's always like the wife standing just off. Because I remember I think it was the New York governor at one point and not Cuomo.
No, the one with the penis, the name that's a penis. That one?
What?
Wiener.
There it is.
No, that's a New York congressman.
Oh.
There was, I think his name was Spitzer?
Eliot Spitzer.
Eliot Spitzer. Yes. He was a weirdly bald guy, but he went to a ton of prostitutes. And that was the one that people started to notice it because he was like the 30th one of like a congressman getting it. But I mean, can I tell you real fast? I just want to say congratulations to them. To Eliot Spitzer.
No, okay.
Because it was an adult.
All right, listen.
That's rare.
Listen.
It's rare for it to be an adult.
Here's the thing.
Do you remember the birthday card?
Bouncing off of what you said,
Yeah.
right? So if you're going to use your AA analogies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fifth step is when you like come up with the list of people that you fucked up with.
My name is
And
Earl.
then 6 is when you go out and like make the amends, right?
Got
so
it.
he made a list. It's his wife.
Yeah.
And then they should have fixed that at home probably.
Yes.
And then, but
Off
no,
camera.
he's trying to fix it with the audience by making a public amends. But I need to tell you something. I watched it.
You watched it?
I watched the podcast for you and
For
for
me.
everybody. Don't go watch it, please. Oh my God. It was awful. But okay, number one, the heavy silence in the room the whole time is crazy. It's like an electric buzz. It's just this heavy silence.
It actually might actually be a real buzz.
That's true. It could be
No,
electric.
it could be microphone buzz. Like,
Yeah.
I'm that serious. Like, sometimes when things get so silent and when you're doing the audiograph,
Yeah.
and like you're doing the sound engineering, like the things like the air conditioner in the background, all these different things. Like if we get too quiet for
Yeah.
too long, it balances the track out because
Yeah.
that's the low point. And so it just starts to pick it up. So if we just sat here in dead silence for
No, we're not doing that.
awkward.
Speaking of awkward, so I did pull clips from this that I want to play, and I think we might have to fast forward them because they're so uncomfortable.
They're so uncomfortable?
It's so uncomfortable. I don't know why they pressed play. Like, I don't know why they uploaded this.
Yeah.
Like, if I watched this back, I would have never uploaded it. So I'm gonna play it for you. I have it here. Okay. This is her talking about how she adamantly says she's not going to forgive him, which is so funny. This is basically in like the first couple minutes of the episode too.
Okay, let me. I have to put on my viewing glasses.
Yeah, put on your glasses.
But for the listeners who are listening to us on iTunes or any of those other places, while you're hearing this very uncomfortable thing, give us 5 stars and a what's the word I'm looking for?
Hype. I don't know.
No, not a hype.
A good review.
A review. Yeah, you can leave a comment, a review, all those different things.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Come on, get on it.
I'm listening.
People ask me, like, do you forgive Ned for what he did? And I mean, the answer is no, absolutely not. How can you forgive somebody for lying to you?
So that's the kind of the opening. He opens the episode kind of like alone in a kitchen, like apologizing to the audience, like, this is what happened. I had to think. And then the interview starts. And like the thing about this interview, while it's so uncomfortable to watch, I believe that Ariel, I think he went to Ariel. This is my belief.
Yeah.
He went to Ariel, his wife, and said, I have this idea to redo my brand and I'm going to make a podcast and I think you and I should talk on it. And it seems to me after watching it that she was like, yeah, sure. Like she doesn't like this guy.
Yeah.
She knows it's going to fail and she's allowing him to do it on purpose because she fucking hates him. And as you watch it, you're like, oh, no. She agreed to this so she could publicly roast this dude for an hour. And it's so funny.
Okay.
But also so incredibly uncomfortable to watch. Okay. So then there's this other clip I have to show you.
Okay.
Okay. Where she is getting really honest with him about how she felt during the scandal and kind of after the scandal.
Okay.
And when I tell you, he looks like a deer in headlights. He has no response. And then I think he blames society instead of himself. It's crazy. You have to see this.
Okay, let me see it. Because can I know something?
Yeah.
We live in a society.
No.
Not only did you having an affair just it shattered our marriage, but it also, like, all of that guilt and shame, you like hoisted that on me. Like you gave that to me. And now I have to carry that around for the rest of my life.
I don't think it's fair that as a society you're put in that position. It's certainly not true. And no, it's not something that I imagined as I was doing that. I think none of it was.
Her face when he's like, I'm sorry, society. And she's just like holding this cup of tea that I believe the water started reboiling from her blood pressure
I was shocked she didn't throw it in his face.
I mean, really? It was so uncomfortable.
Think as a society. But also, here's the part that's even worse, right?
Yeah.
Just from a content perspective.
Yeah.
Is why, if I was rock bottom, why would I go on Ned's show if I just watched him not be able to process being rock bottom?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was a humiliation ritual.
That's what I mean. I feel like she knew it was going to be bad.
Yeah.
I feel like just like sometimes being a wife, you're just like, he's going to have to do this thing because I cannot explain to him why it's a bad idea.
It's called a canon.
It's a canon
moment.
event.
Yeah, it's a canon event.
And so like, I think she was like, oh no, he thinks this is going to make him look good.
Yeah.
And I know she's been in therapy with him. She knows that he's not taking real accountability. He's blaming society.
Oh, he's a narcissist.
Well, yeah, that's
part
of doing a podcast, right?
Yeah, I mean, all podcasters are. All podcasters are narcissistic psychopaths who would rather stare into a mirror and not to take accountability of themselves, but to get themselves ready for camera.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's just how all of them are. I fucking hate podcasters, man.
Do you know
and
what
YouTubers?
you do?
I can't stand them.
Do you know that we're on a podcast that's on YouTube right now?
I've been told. I don't watch it.
So wait, okay, I have to tell you something. So here's the thing. Okay. Remember how I told you that September 16th at 9 a.m. this article from People magazine came out, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that was the original article I was reading before I watched this podcast that was something I really had to sit through. It was a pain.
Gotcha.
The same day, September 16th at 3:45 p.m., TMZ released an article. Okay. And the TMZ article said, Ned Fulmer, the co-founder of Try Guys, who was ousted from the YouTube group after the 2022 cheating scandal, has separated from his wife Ariel after 15 years together, TMZ has learned. Sources close to the former couple tell us they are no longer together romantically. We're told that they have an open discussion about where they stand in their relationship on the newly announced podcast Rock Bottom. In the shocking news of their separation comes as TMZ has obtained a new photo of Ned hanging out with a mystery woman at a Zebulon music venue in Los Angeles on September 7th.
Stop taking women to concerts, Ned. Stop taking women to concerts. But also, wait, TMZ. So, okay, hold on. This, guys, this feels like a plant.
That's what I thought. I
This
feel
feels
like
like a
he
plan.
was. I think he called. Beep, boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
Called TMZ and said, "Hey, guess what? Big news. This is what's going to happen." Because they're planting it so that they would get a PR bump.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what it feels like to me.
No, because also you said right there, right? The initial Discord server messages, they are completely different
Yeah.
than what
no,
is
no,
actually.
no,
what?
no.
What?
We're talking about People Magazine.
People. Oh,
Speaking
Ned
of-
Fulmer. Okay, sorry.
speaking
sorry.
of
I got
people-
sidetracked.
Yeah,
There's
you
so
did.
many rings in this circus.
Okay.
So People Magazine dropped something at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
TMZ dropped something at 3:45 p.m.
Yeah.
The same day.
Same day.
And when did the podcast come out?
The day after.
So yeah, so they're trying desperately to create a media buzz.
Yeah. So guess this
That didn't hit me. I never heard it.
You didn't hear it. But
I didn't hear
then
any of this.
People Magazine, again, had to make another article at 7:48 p.m. on the same day to be like, Ned Fulmer and wife Ariel are separated 3 years after cheating scandal. Because then people had to be like, oh, yeah, we released this article. It turns out they're not together and working it out. Because on the podcast, Ariel fully says, no, we're co-parents. And then there's like one part where he's like, well, you know, we're still friends. And she dead looks at him like she does not say yes. She doesn't say yes with her eyes and not with her mouth either, truly.
So I mean, I've thought about this. You and I have talked about this before.
Our divorce?
Yeah, the oncoming divorce. And I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, okay.
You know, because I don't need anyone to hold me at night and tell me it's going to be okay as I sob into my pillow. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I'm a big, strong boy.
Yeah.
I need a cold plunge. I need to move to Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas, where freedom is free.
Hey, listen, I want to tell you something really funny about this podcast before we take a little break.
Okay, I know, but real fast.
What?
I think the reason why she agreed to it, I know that obviously you have the revenge aspect.
Yes.
I think it's because he can't get a job doing anything else, or he can't see himself doing a job anywhere else.
and she wants the money.
I think that he actually hasn't hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm gonna guess, and this is one of those things where I should do quick look up, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Whether or not this podcast is on a network. Right? Because our podcast is famously independent.
Independent.
We are an independent podcast. We are only supported by our sponsors and by our Patreon members who join us at Pearlmania500.net. But this podcast, he might have been able to sell it.
Yeah.
Right? And so it looks like he hasn't, though, because
Yeah.
Mr. Third just pulled it up, and it looks like it's just done by Fulmer Media.
I need to tell you something. This is going to be very funny about what we're looking at right now that
Yes.
Mr. Third has brought this up.
Yes.
Okay. The thing is I guess Ned had a podcast before this.
Oh.
I didn't know. Whatever. I never listened to it. But he used the same podcast. He just changed the name to Rock Bottom. So if you look at his reviews on iTunes, he has 1,000 reviews and 4.9 stars. And all the reviews are from 3 years ago, from when him and his wife had a podcast together.
Oh, so he's keeping the RSS feed.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He's starting to get 1-star reviews
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah, look at them coming in. Holy shit.
Yeah. But I thought that was such a crazy move.
Well, okay, so
to
here-
use the same feed as the podcast you had with your wife
Yeah.
and then just change the name.
Well, he thinks, oh my God, look at that feed of them. All right, yeah. Oh, buddy. Oh.
Did you know he went to Yale?
What?
Yeah, he did. He went to Yale.
You know who else was on BuzzFeed? Because
Who?
the Try Guy started BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
Benny Johnson.
Who's Benny Johnson again?
Benny Johnson, he's the conservative podcaster who just had the FCC chair on his podcast. And then
No. Number one, he was in our Jillian Michaels episode. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two, no. Listen, we're going to take a little break. And when we come back,
We're going to talk about cancel culture.
we're going to talk about chefs robbing banks.
Hi, I'm Ryan Reynolds, and procrastinators, it's time to watch out. Mint Mobile's best deal of the year is ending soon. 50% off unlimited premium wireless for new customers. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month when you switch, all while keeping the coverage and speed that you're already used to. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your phone number and all of your contacts. It couldn't be easier to make the switch.
And we should know because we did. You know, my family had been recommending Mint Mobile for years to you
Yes.
and us.
Yeah.
And you didn't listen to them until we got the promo code.
Yeah, we got this promo code, and I said, you know what? I like to try out any of our sponsorships. So I went and gave it a try, and then immediately, it's great. And then immediately I went to your dad, my father-in-law, and I was like, hey, turns out you were right. And then he went, yeah, idiot. So don't be like me. Don't miss out on 3 months of unlimited premium wireless from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. But hurry, because this deal ends September 22nd. Quit stalling and start saving when you make the switch. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/tabs. That's mintmobile.com/TABS. Upfront payments of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe to get on the list. You know the list where all the people who are, what?
We're not getting on lists. We're just liking and subscribing, leaving nice comments.
Make sure you're easily identified by buying our shirt, Honks Not Quacks. It's the last week we're going to be selling
Yeah, we're actually
the Quack Show.
closing the Honks Not Quacks.
Yeah.
It was a seasonal release.
Yeah.
What's it called when you do just a little bit of a release?
Limited run.
Limited edition.
Yeah, it's a limited run.
So at the end of September, this
Tie your
is
credit
gone.
card to all of our opinions.
Okay, guys, listen. Thanks for supporting our podcast. Join our Patreon. Hit the hype button on YouTube.
Yeah.
We don't know what the hype button does. We still haven't figured it out.
Sounds like this. Okay, so, all right. So Ned Fulmer is canceled.
Yeah. Okay, listen, we're done talking about Ned Fulmer.
Thank God.
I want to talk to you about something that kind of made me laugh a little.
Okay.
And it's not nice, but it made me laugh a little.
Make me laugh a lot.
Okay. So a renowned California chef was recently arrested for robbing a San Francisco bank.
Oh.
Okay. But guess what?
In gun-free San Francisco.
He robbed 3 banks in one day.
3 in a day?
Yes.
Wait, you said he's a renowned chef?
Yeah. I was like, yo, what must have been on a Monday.
To
Must have been on a Monday.
go from sous vide to robbing banks is crazy.
Yeah, Valentino Luchin, 62,
God, that
the
is
former
such a
executive chef of a beloved Italian restaurant, Rose Pistola in San Fran, struck 3 different banks across the city on September 10th by passing handwritten notes to the teller demanding money.
Did he even have a gun, or he just came in with it? Because
I don't think he had a gun.
Because here's the thing: I worked in a bank, and if you get past a note, you're supposed to treat it like they have a gun because you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know.
I don't get paid
and
enough.
also all of the money is insured.
Yeah.
All of the money is insured. I used to give people the bank speech. I did the training for all the robberies for people at one point, and so my whole thing was I came and I was like, listen, don't be a hero. It's not your money. All of it's insured. It doesn't matter. They're going to take it. They're going to go. Wait till they leave. Then you hit the button. Don't hit the button while they're there because now you're all hostages.
Yeah.
Because they got secret buttons in different places.
They got little buttons.
They got little buttons, and there's certain ways you can hit little buttons and all these different things. And then we go over they never really go for the safe anyway because that's where the big money is in the back and all those different things.
Because you can lock them in it. As soon as they step in, boom, lock them in the safe.
Yeah, you lock
That's
them in
what I
there.
do.
I mean, there's a safe room too.
Yeah.
On top of it. And most people think when they come into a bank, they see the giant safe over in the corner. That's safe deposit. Nobody gives a shit about that.
That just looks cool.
No, it just looks cool. That makes you come in and think, oh, I'm in a bank. But no, there's another safe that's
I
in
used
the
to have
back.
a friend that lived in an apartment that was a renovated bank, and she had a safe door, remember? We went there once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
We went there for like a dinner.
Yeah, it was
And
nice.
I was like, this is a weird place.
Roasted acorn squash. I remember it was so good.
It was very good. And
I remember a bank door and that
You were-
she made
okay.
the best roasted acorn squash.
I forgot about this, but you remember the roasted acorn squash. I remember thinking this might be how we die because we ate inside the room with the bank door. And I was looking at it and I was like, they didn't drill this. You can still relock this bank. And the thing is bank vaults,
It was
especially.
still a landlord special.
Yeah, no, it was
even
a
though
landlord
a
special bank. And it was a second floor. And the other part that was crazy about it is I started looking around and I was like, where's the hot dog hole? Mm-hmm. Do you know about those? Bank vaults, big ones that you can go into if you get locked in them. They used to have to have an air hole and what is called a hot dog hole. It's a little pass through. So if you get locked in there for days, that they can push something like the size of like hot dogs through.
Oh my
so
God.
you can still eat, but it can't be so big that somebody could get tools in to try to unlock.
Just a little can of Vienna sausages.
Yeah, no,
once
but it's
a day.
literally they're literally like that's the hot dog hole, and there's like a little speaker and all this different stuff. Because the bank I worked at was like this was like the fifth bank inside that bank building. So they bought it because that old thing was in there, and then they retrofitted everything around because they wanted to have the look
Yeah.
of a bank that had this. And I was like, that's crazy because all of the wiring inside of here has been disconnected because everything in here is from like the 1950s.
I would eat the fuck out of a Vienna sausage right now.
Can I tell you something? Getting a hot dog passed to me through a hole.
Don't finish that thought. But no, this is the other thing that made me laugh thinking about this robbery, right?
Of a renowned chef robbing three banks.
He writes a note, and then
Yeah.
slides it through. What's he write on the note?
Give me all the money.
86 the fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
writes his specials.
We have a toasted bronzino. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he just writes like curse words at you. Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
Yeah.
Sell the fish. It's fucking Tuesday, you assholes.
If you guys ever noticed something, you have to push the fish. If you work in any
gotta
restaurant
push the fish.
and the chef decides, oh, I got this really good deal on a fish, you're going to be getting screamed at for the
Yeah.
next week to sell that fish before it
Yeah.
goes bad.
Yeah.
Because the executive chef is the one who made that decision.
Yeah.
But also you can tell that he's an older guy.
Yeah.
Because he's robbing banks.
Yes, exactly.
Because famously, it's not a great place to get money. If you want to rob a place, grocery stores.
No, okay, listen. Funniest part also of this, other than the thought of like, what did he write on the notes? Because that's what was making me giggle when I was reading this.
He wrote Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao. Because he's an Italian chef.
Yeah, it's tiny chef.
Yeah.
I was
Ooh, ooh.
thinking, no, I was thinking it would be, it was funny that I also read that this is not his first time being accused of robbing a bank. He also allegedly robbed a Citibank in 2018 when he allegedly stole $18,000. And following his arrest, Luchin told the news outlet that interviewed him that he was robbing the bank out of desperation, okay, over the collapse of his restaurant that he had before.
Okay.
And he said, quote, I thought it was a good plan, but it was not. But I thought it was a good plan. A great plan even.
Wait, hold on. So this man, he had his own restaurant.
Yes.
It went under. He robbed a bank.
Yeah.
He got caught.
Yep.
He went to jail.
I don't know if he went to jail because it all said allegedly.
Okay.
So I don't know if he ever faced consequences. But then he got interviewed in jail. So I guess he went to jail, but not prison.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Yeah. This is very confusing.
Yeah.
But this is also very on brand for restaurants.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, he went to jail, but he can cook.
But he can cook.
You know what he does? Shows up on time.
Listen, if you can cook and show up on
Hey.
time, that's how you become an executive chef.
Hey, does he have a social security number?
No,
Sure. Is it his?
no.
No, I don't
Doesn't
care.
matter.
Doesn't
Nobody's
matter.
checking.
He filled out the W-2 that we're not filing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
I wanted to tell you about another funny thing I found out.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
Okay. Publishers Clearinghouse declared bankruptcy.
Yes.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you know about that?
I don't. I mean,
Okay.
I know what Publishers Clearinghouse is because in the 90s and 2000s, whenever I would get sick and stay home from school, they were the daytime ad.
Yeah, on Price
It
is
was
Right.
on Price is Right.
Yeah.
Or if you watch like Judge Judy or any of those different shows, there was always the publisher. Do you guys, I mean, for the listeners out there, some of you might be too young to remember Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
Or back in its heyday. Because it was Ed McMahon
Yes.
from The Tonight Show. He was the guest, not the guest host, he was the sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the Mrs. P of the show.
I'm not the sidekick.
Anyway, he would get up and he would be like, sign up for Publishers Clearinghouse, which was like a magazine
It was
thing.
a magazine subscription thing.
Yes.
It was signing up for magazines.
Yeah, and if you signed up for these magazines, you got entered into this this thing. And then they would have
was
you
a
come in
raffle.
there. Oh, wait, no. Ed McMahon did not work for Publishers Clearinghouse. He was a spokesman for American Family Publishers.
Oh, the competitor.
Oh, this is a Mandela effect.
This is a Mandela effect.
Mr. Third pulled all of this up as a subtle fuck you.
Wow.
As we were talking about
Wow.
this. But they're the same thing. It's like basically the same thing.
I like that our brains are like, no, they're all the same, right?
Yeah, but it was a sweepstake thing in general, though. If you signed up for these different types of things, you then got your name got put in there, and then you could win big money.
Big money. Lifetime of money.
And it was like lottery level, and it would cause like poor people, especially when it comes to the lottery.
Yeah.
Or when it comes to a thing like Publishers Clearinghouse, you would have the argument: do you take the lump sum or you take the payments for life or 20 years or whatever it is, right?
I'm a lump sum, maybe. I don't know.
Well, there was Kimmy. Was it Kimmy Schmidt?
Yeah.
Remember that? They had a whole thing where they talk about why you need to take the lump sum, because if you take the lump sum and then put it into something that will get
Better
dividends,
percentage, yeah.
You'll get a better percentage than just getting the money every week.
Yeah.
However, some people want the money every week or every month because then they can feel better about budgeting it and they think it's guaranteed.
But-
kind of like a pension versus a 401k.
But I got bad news.
Yeah?
Because they declared bankruptcy, they have stated that they're no longer honoring the payouts to the people that won all those life-changing prizes.
Oh,
Yeah.
how many people is that?
It's a lot of people. I didn't look up the number.
You didn't look
I'm
up
gonna
the
be honest
number?
with you. Here's the thing. The company filed for bankruptcy, Publishers Clearinghouse, and then it was basically sold for parts, as all things do.
Okay.
And this company, ARB Interactive, also known as Modo Casino,
Hey, a casino.
a mobile gaming company, bought the last assets of Publishers Clearinghouse. And they stated that under the terms of their sales agreement, they would not be honoring payouts for those who won prizes before July 15th of this year. So now there's winners who thought that they would never have to work again are now like, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. And in this article I read, they interviewed this one guy, his name's Wyllie, 61 from Washington State. He had been making $5,000 a week for life from Publishers Clearinghouse. And now he's looking for a new job, and he's like, doesn't feel great about it because he hasn't worked in 10 years. So he's like, I'm not really getting job interviews.
Yeah.
But-
He's got a 10-year gap, and he has to explain.
Yeah.
I got one Publishers Clearinghouse, man, and
Why was
like,
I going to go to work?
how's it gonna go to work?
Also, if I won the lottery, I would still go to work. I would just do less work. I would listen to more podcasts like Too Many Tabs.
Yeah.
But I would still be there because you can't let people know you won the lottery.
No,
can
you have
never
to. You
let people
famously,
know.
if you ever win the lottery, the first thing you do before you even go to the lottery people,
Get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer up immediately.
Immediately.
And ask the lawyer to form a trust.
Yep.
Immediately.
Yes.
That's the first thing you do. Second thing you do is you set up mail forwarding.
Yep.
To a P.O. box.
Yep.
And then which is far away. And then the third thing you do is you start making a list of the family members that you're going to need to pay off.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have family members that you're going to have to pay off
Yeah,
pretty
shut 'em
fast.
up. Shut
Because
'em
there's
up.
a lot of people when they win like things like the lottery and stuff like that, where like it immediately ruin their life.
It ruins their lives.
and
yeah.
make them go crazy.
Yeah. But this funny part, this is not funny, but also kind of funny. This guy, Wyllie, when they were interviewing him, he was like, yeah, I'm living off the proceeds of the sales of some of my prized possessions right now. And he said, my jet ski and my trailer. And I was like, Wyllie, you've been getting $5,000 a week for 10 years. And you're like, the thing I have for value is a jet ski? Now, last week, you told us that if you have a daddy hole, that you should buy a jet ski. That's what you said.
Yes, that's what I said. And that's very true.
Yeah. But I feel like Wyllie should have been investing in real estate. He should $5,000 a week? You know, you could have made really good CDs at high percentage rates, IRAs.
I mean, right now,
Wyllie.
they're cutting the rates. So, I mean,
Okay.
that would go down a little bit. But, Wyllie, you could have bought crypto.
No.
You could have bought crypto,
No.
Wyllie.
No.
Buy the crypto. We have gold statues of the president holding Bitcoin standing in front of the Capitol right now.
What are you talking about?
There are gold statues that have been put up of President Trump in Washington, D.C., holding a crypto coin out right now.
Why?
And it's currently happening all over the
But
place.
why?
Because he's pro-crypto.
Oh.
Because he's making the federal government buy into crypto. And therefore the crypto prices keep going up because they're taking all of our tax money instead of using it to like support infrastructure and our communities and all these other different things.
Yeah.
They're using it to prop up Ponzi schemes.
Got it.
And a series of other MLMs throughout our society. So that way they can take the money and run as we slowly turn in on ourselves and we crumble and actually start to cannibalize ourselves as people.
You're a bummer. Do you want to take a little break so we can come back in a better vibe?
I want to know about the jet ski though.
He sold the jet ski.
I know, but what type of jet ski
Also,
was
how
it?
much money could you make from
Is
a jet
that
ski?
Willie?
That's Willie. Yeah, that's
Oh
John
my God,
Wyllie.
that's Willie.
Yeah.
John Wyllie.
Yeah.
And he is from 2012. Oh my God, that's him. That can I tell you something?
Yeah,
that's the face
how I
of a
pictured
man
him. That's how I
that I
pictured him.
picture who has a trailer and a jet ski and nothing else to show for it after 13
What was he
years.
spending all the money on? Kratom?
No, babe, I'm gonna listen.
Allegedly, that's just a joke.
I'm
This is a
in my
comedy
opinion.
podcast.
In my opinion. We all know that is. You know what? We're just gonna leave that open.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been really hard to sleep, and everybody knows that a good sleep is a good source of a good everything. And if you're still twisting and turning at night, make the switch to Brooklyn Bedding. Every mattress is handcrafted in their Arizona factory with no gimmicks and no price gouging. With mattresses that suit every body type and sleep style, Brooklyn Bedding has it all. Just go to their website, take their quiz, and in less than 2 minutes, you can find out which mattress in their lineup will be best for you.
Listen, I love a quiz, and I love our mattress.
We love it so much.
It's hard to sleep sometimes, but Brooklyn Bedding mattress makes it an incredible experience every night.
It is. It is. You know what? It is. Can I say something? I'm going to say something very brave and crazy, which is I feel bad doom scrolling in the mattress because the mattress takes such good care of me.
Yeah.
And when I do fall asleep, I sleep like a baby. And you will too, even if you're an adult with back pain. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code TOOMANY at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbedding.com and promo code TOOMANY for 30% off site-wide. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know that we sent you. brooklynbedding.com, promo code TOOMANY. I'm just saying, if that man should be allowed to smoke meth, if he is making at least $20,000 a month, he's making $20,000 a month, right? If you times that by 12, that's $240,000 a year.
Yeah.
And all he has is a jet ski?
Yeah.
Okay? That means that he spent 13 years probably dumping it into other meth and stuff like that. So I should be allowed to smoke cigarettes and then everything will get better.
No, okay. Also, that's alleged. We don't know that for sure. You're just making that up in your head canon. And also, here's part of your head canon. You're not allowed to smoke any friggin' cigarettes.
I should be allowed to smoke cigarettes.
Let's talk about something fun.
Okay. Fine.
Dancing with the Stars. Yeah, we watched it last night.
Coworker entertainment.
I made him watch Dancing with the Stars.
Coworker entertainment.
And I want to go over. Here's what I want to do. This is how we're going to have a good time talking about Dancing with the Stars because everybody's been messaging me, emailing me, and leaving comments, which I appreciate, telling me that Hilaria Baldwin is on this season.
Which is why it's all your fault, listeners. It's why you ruined my evening. I wanted to sit there calmly and just look at the internet and be like, oh, look at that. Look at that. Another comedian gone. Another show destroyed. Oh, I guess we're all Antifa now. But instead, she comes to me and goes, a bunch of people DM me that Hilaria Baldwin is here. Remember Hilaria Baldwin from the first ever episode of our podcast? I was like, yeah, I remember her. And she goes, oh, well, she's on Dancing with the Stars and we're going to watch it for content. We got to have the content wheel keeps moving. That's why people like Ned Fulmer's wife know she has to sit there for the podcast because you can never stop the content wheel.
Are you done? Okay, so here's what I want to do. I just want to go over the list of people Dancing with the Stars, the people that are dancing, and then we'll just say fun little things about them. Okay?
Fine.
Okay. Dylan Efron. He did pretty good.
He was wooden. He was very stiff in how he was dancing. And his brother Zach hangs out on too many Dubai boats. And we all have a feeling of what Zac Efron is doing on all those boats. And we're going to leave it there.
Okay. Next up, Alix Earl.
Okay, so this annoyed me. Because I don't understand why she's famous.
I don't know either. She's
They
rich
just
and
kept
thin,
saying for social media. And I'm like, but what are you doing on social media? If somebody said, oh, why do people know Pearlmania? Well, he's the guy who yells about stuff and the Mexican Pizza Hut and blah, 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 blah. Or people have a thing. Nobody can tell me. They're like, Alix Earl is They'll be like, I think she's good looking and maybe she has money,
I think she's rich.
but
and
is
pretty.
she funny?
I don't know.
She's a lifestyle influencer.
What does that mean?
Makeup, hair, fancy bags, parties. Paris Hilton of her generation.
Well, of her generation, but Paris Hilton had Hilton. I understand. Paris Hilton has a name that Earl doesn't mean anything. She's not the Earl of Stanford. The fuck is, I don't know I understand what lifestyle means beyond just, which is every day she goes, get ready with me.
This might break him. We got to move on. This might break him. Also, Olympic gymnast Jordan Childs was on.
Oh, she was great. She
was
did like a
good.
really cool backflip.
Yeah, she did cool flips.
Yeah, she did some really, really cool flips. And I thought, and then they even said during that, like, hey, we've had a lot of Olympians on here.
Yep.
And they've all done like really, really cool flips and things. So like, yeah, I was like, yeah, they've all done really, really well on the show.
Okay, and then Corey Feldman was on.
Yeah, okay. I said it to you during the show.
Yeah,
I'm all like, we want the best for Corey.
you do.
We do want the best for Corey Feldman. But whenever I see Corey Feldman, I just feel bad.
I feel bad.
Because he went through a lot.
Yeah.
He's very much to me, Corey Feldman and Rose McGowan.
Yeah.
I have in like the same brain space where I'm like, I want the best for you. You went through horrifying things.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like Hollywood and this type of thing is the way to get through that.
Yeah.
And I wish them well.
You know who did great?
Who did great?
Topanga.
That is true. Yeah.
Topanga did great. Danielle Fishel.
Yes. And you know, she
Woo!
likes wrestling.
She likes wrestling?
Yeah. She and Melissa Joan Hart were used to go to PGW,
Yeah.
which was an independent wrestling.
Philadelphia Gasworks.
No. PWG. Sorry, that's right.
Yeah.
It was Professional Wrestling Gorilla, which was a independent place in LA, and they would watch a lot of the shows, and so they were always there. And then all the wrestlers who all have Arrested Development were like, oh my God, Clear 6 Months at all, and Topanga Lawrence are here, and they were always really great, and she was really nice. And they said that she just survived cancer, so it's her year of yes. And I was like, oh,
That's cute.
yeah, good for you.
I love
I have
her.
nothing bad to say about Topanga.
You can't.
Do not write anything bad about Topanga, and do not reveal anything about Topanga in
Don't.
our comments.
Don't you say anything.
Only
about
say
Topanga.
nice things about Danielle Fishel.
Thank you. I don't know. Scott Hoying. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Wait, is Scott Hoying, is he the guy from Pentatonics?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's the Pentatonics guy.
Yes, who I only know who that is because of this one Sesame Street.
Right here.
Yeah. I know because of this one a cappella Sesame Street. I missed early YouTube. Like, it's crazy. If you're like under 30,
Yeah.
Pentatonics is there because it was a very safe early YouTube thing.
Yeah.
And a cappella was very popular.
Yes.
It was very, very popular among the younger people on the YouTube.
With the fedoras.
With the fedoras and the very 2012 fashions.
Yeah.
You have your jean jacket with the built-in hoodie.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
the
Like, there's a lot
blazer
of
with the
that.
gray hoodie.
Yes. The swoop haircut, all those different things. And so I didn't know, but until I started watching Sesame Street clips with the baby and this one of like, and he starts it and he's in all the whole different thing. And then the one guy starts, do 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 bow, bow. And if you're a parent,
You know what we're
you've
talking about.
heard this.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Okay.
Elaine Hendricks. Do you know who she is?
I don't know who
Oh my
that
God.
is.
Elaine Hendricks did a great job yesterday.
I don't know who it is.
That's Lisa Luder from Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. And she's a very important person in my life. She is the greatest character from Romeo and Michelle. That's Lisa Luder right there.
That doesn't do anything for me.
That's insane. And all the gals listening will understand why she's the most important character.
I think I've watched that movie twice. I watched it twice. I saw it when it was on, I want to say Showtime or Cinemax or one of those channels. And then later in life, I was at somebody's house and they were like, we're putting it on. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this. And they're like, shut up.
Shut up.
It's 2004 and we're all smoking pot. And that means you have to watch whatever I want. And I said, that's true.
Fair enough.
And then we
I
watched
own
it.
the DVD of this movie.
And then Alan Cumming is in that, right?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he's at the very end.
He's the sneaker magnate.
Yes, he
Yeah.
shows up at the end.
No,
and-
he's in the beginning too because he went to high school with them.
Yeah, no, I know, but the big reveal is at the end when he shows up with the helicopter.
Yeah, he's rich.
Is that now he's rich, and that was back when you thought, oh, a nerd from high school becoming rich is a cool thing and
Yeah.
a power play.
Yeah.
And now all the nerds from high school are fascists who have been using algorithms to slowly turn our men insane. And as they turn
Guess
those men
who
insane,
else?
they are then used as patsies by a system that is being designed to
Sir?
slowly silence us.
Sir,
And that's not.
Sir, Andy Richter's on this season.
Yeah, we feel good for Andy Richter.
Andy Richter had a good time.
We feel really, really good for Andy
He
Richter.
didn't get a high score, but he put all of his effort in there.
Can I say, watching Andy Richter on Dances with the Stars, he actually is the only one that broke a convention.
Yeah.
And that convention is that everybody else on Dances with the Stars, when they do their practices, they clearly only film them for like one day, right?
Uh-huh.
Or during those practices when they film them for the one day, or they film them multiple days, they make sure they wear the same clothes every time.
Yeah.
Every time they showed Andy, he was wearing not only different color clothes, but different color knee braces, different color, like everything, and flop sweat for days. And he did great. And I want to say, Andy Richter, I want to know why Conan wasn't there.
Conan has things to do.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That if I see Andy Richter on the TV, I want to see when they, because everybody else, they're cutting away the audience.
Yeah, they cut away.
When we watched Hilaria Baldwin,
yeah, we did.
who was in the audience?
The Baldwins.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin was there.
So
but
was the other one.
also the Baldwin, the long-haired
Steven?
Baldwin. Yes, Stephen Baldwin from Biodome.
Yeah.
From Pauly Shore's
He did
Biodome
not
was in the
look
back,
well.
looking terrible.
He did not look well.
And he's like a crazy Christian MAGA guy.
Oh, well, that will
he went
age
nuts.
you. That will age
but
you
anyway,
poorly.
but I was just saying, it's like I just kept looking the entire time to
You're
the
like,
audience. I'm like, where's Conan?
Where's Coney at?
Where's Conan?
Probably recording a podcast.
Conan, you have a show that says you need a friend, but your friend needs you, Conan. Conan, you have a whole podcast called Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and you have a friend in Andy Richter. And Andy Richter was out there, and he was being sensitive about it, too. Andy Richter was out there, and he danced the most divorced dad dance I've ever seen in my entire life. It looked great. It looked great.
You did a great job, Andy.
You did so good.
You know who did really well?
Who?
That girl, Whitney Levitt. She was the Mormon housewife. Remember when all the Mormon housewives got caught soft swinging on TikTok?
Oh, the soaking.
No, they never said they were soaking. They
I
said
just
they
assume,
were soft swinging.
Listen. It's a bad week for Mormons, okay? Whenever I hear Mormons, I think, number one, feds.
Okay.
A lot of Mormons are feds.
It's true.
They really have. They're a shit ton. Like, I want to say like 70% of
We
Utah.
talked about it in that episode we did about the feds.
Yeah, but also the episode we did about the Mormons in Hawaii.
Yeah.
We have a whole episode about the Mormons in Hawaii from years ago.
Yeah, we could find
covering about that. But the whole thing with them is like so what was I saying?
It doesn't matter. Whitney Levitt did a great job. She had a long copper colored skirt on. She got one of the highest scores.
What's the secret life of Mormon wives?
That's again, they got caught soft swinging with each other's partners.
Oh, but then they had a show on Hulu.
Yes, and they got a show on Hulu because of the TikTok.
Yes.
And then on this show, they kept being like, they're famous on TikTok for their dancing. I'm like, that's not why they're famous.
That's not why they're famous. That's not why they're famous.
No.
No. So Whitney, right? So Whitney, originally they had her as the evil person, right? She even says
she was the villain.
Yeah, she said that in the cut on Dancing with the Stars. But the thing is Whitney is not. She wasn't the bad person. Like when I watched the show, because you made me watch a couple episodes.
Say, do you remember watching that show?
You made me watch it. You made me use my sister's Hulu password. For Evil.
Yeah, of
And
course.
that Evil was putting the secret lives of Mormon wives into my eyeballs. Right here.
Yeah.
Where I've seen many things.
Yeah.
I've seen war crimes.
No.
I've seen.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Dancing with the Stars. Let's talk about the closer.
But hold on.
Okay.
No. Whitney wasn't the bad guy. Whitney was the one who was like, hey, why don't we chill? Meanwhile, that other girl in the first episode.
The short one with the dark brown hair.
She gets hammered, which
Yeah.
they're not supposed to do under Mormonism.
Yeah.
In Mormonism, famously, they're like, no alcohol. Then for a long time, they had no caffeine.
Now they got that Coca-Cola.
And then there was a bit where you could have up to, I think it was 4 wives. You could do polygamy, but then they're like, we want to become a state, so nix that for a little bit. And then they were like, we'll slowly take over the government until we can bring polygamy back. And I'm like, bet, I respect that. At least you're doing it through an electoral means. Anyway, the other girl, she gets hammered and she comes home to her husband and she abuses him on camera in front of their kids. And then she has to get arrested. And then the show took a 6-month fucking pause because she got arrested in episode 1. And then when they cut back, they were like, yeah, okay, that was kind of weird. And much like on Love Island, where they're just like, so-and-so left the villa.
Yeah.
It's like, what? She comes back, and she was like, yeah, I had to go away. I have a different haircut now. I'm in therapy. And you're like, what the fuck happened? It's a different season of the show. They started in, spring, and they cut back, and it's fall. I'm like, you skipped all of summer?
Reality shows are weird. Speaking of reality shows, let's talk about the closer of Dancing with the Stars yesterday evening.
Yeah.
Robert Irwin closed the show. What were your thoughts on that?
Great show. Great job.
It was incredible.
He
had props. I knew he was going to do it as soon as I saw the props. They put the grass up, and I said, "Oh, he's got grass."
Australians.
And then they put a Ford Bronco on set.
Yeah.
And I said,
I thought it was a Jeep.
Whatever, you know what I meant.
It was an Outbacky type of car. It was an Outbacky type of car because whenever people think of Australia, they think of Crocodile Dundee.
Dingoes.
They think of, the outside, but they think of stuff like his dad. They think of Steve Irwin.
Yeah, of course.
But I whenever I think of Steve Irwin, I think of Bill Maher's Halloween costume around that. And, Bill Maher recently just came out and said you shouldn't mock people who recently died. And I just want to remind everybody that, Bill Maher did that specifically, in a Halloween costume and then told everybody to get over it and trying to silence anyone on that is cancel culture. And then he went into a whole rant about Stan Lee.
Bill Maher's a bag of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about somebody who's not a bag of shit?
Is there anybody who isn't a bag of shit?
Yeah.
Who?
This guy who invented Pilates.
The guy who invented Pilates is not a bag of shit?
No, he's not a bag of shit.
Okay, I doubt. You know what? Doubt. I'm gonna throw a doubt right there. Wanna know why I'm gonna throw a doubt?
Why?
Because it's a health exercise combo thing, and I always find that whenever you tell me something about a health exercise side of thing, always ends up the bag of shit town.
Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna say this might be the exception to the rule.
Okay.
Okay. Joseph Pilates. Okay, I do want to do a little history aside. So here's the thing: he grew up. He was a sick child. He suffered from asthma, rickets, and he had rheumatic fever growing up.
We're going to bring back rickets.
Rickets are coming back, baby.
Rickets are back in a big way, baby.
Big way. So he's very sickly growing up, and he dedicates his whole life to improving his physical health.
Okay. Got it.
He was introduced by his father to gymnastics, bodybuilding, and martial arts like jujitsu.
Okay. All right, karate
so
guy.
he gets into his fitness.
Okay, what years are this?
I didn't look up the years. It's a long time ago. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, Pilates was a gymnast and a bodybuilder as he grew up, and he moved to England in 1912. He moved to England to be a professional boxer,
1912. Okay.
a circus performer,
Okay.
and a self-defense trainer for the Scotland Yard. He
Okay.
helped teach police at the schools at Scotland Yard self-defense.
Got it. So,
Okay.
all right. So it's 1912.
Yes.
And he wants to be a carny cop.
Carny cop. That's what
Got
it
it.
is.
Joseph Pilates, carny cop.
Yeah.
1912. From Germany, though? He moved to England from Germany.
Yes, he moved to England from Germany.
In 1912?
In 1912.
That's not good timing.
Because during World War I,
There it is.
the British authorities interned, which is arrested, thousands of new arrivals of professionals. They were like, oh, these guys could be spies, but they were just professionals who moved from Europe to England in search of opportunities and better wages.
Specifically Germans.
Yeah, specifically Germans.
Okay, because they were at war with Germany, so they thought any German might be a spy.
Yeah.
So they rounded up all the Germans and they put them into internment camps.
Yes.
To make sure that they knew exactly where all the Germans were, because they didn't view those people as having the same rights as other people. And so they took them and they put them in internment camps.
Yes.
All right, which later we also did. This is also the same British government that invented concentration camps in Kenya and and also in South Africa.
Yeah.
So they've had experience building camps where they concentrate all these different people together and then lock them away and then take their rights.
Yeah.
And
so
then
I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna step in real quick. We're just gonna get back to Joseph Pilates. Okay.
Okay, this is about white women.
No, it's not about white women.
Okay.
We're talking about Joseph Pilates.
White women's Instagram.
So you are correct. Due to the Aliens Restriction Act of 1914, the British government formally authorized internment of anyone suspected of espionage. Having a German name was reason enough. And by 1915, about 24,000 men were placed in, it's called Nakalo, which was the internment camp where Joseph Pilates was put, interned.
Got it. So it's just in that one internment camp, because they probably have multiple internment camps.
They have a lot of them.
Okay, so they got a
This is
bunch of
just
different
the one.
places. So they take 24,000 men whose only crime is having a German name.
Yes.
And they go, well, we don't know. Let God sort them out and put them all together in an internment camp.
So Joseph Pilates.
Were they wearing masks as they rounded them up?
So Joseph Pilates was in there. And again, he's really into fitness and physical strength, right? And he's seeing all these people who are not taking care of their physical abilities. A lot of people are just laying in bed and not doing much.
Because he's a circus performing strongman.
Yes.
And professional boxer.
Yeah.
And he's looking around everybody. He's like, you're getting weak from laying here and being depressed about being held in confinement without any way of escape.
Yes, exactly. And he's like, never give up. Spite these people, live and flourish in spite of them.
Gotcha.
Become stronger.
Yeah.
So what he does,
Or, hear me out.
Yeah.
Or get stronger, and then we can rip apart the bars ourselves and take over the guardhouses. And now this containment camp.
Hey, listen. So he was in his room coming up with workouts that he could do in his bed. Right? And what he was doing is he was studying the movements of the cats that lived in the castle, because it was like an old castle. And he trained the fellow inmates in these fitness and exercises that he created on the bed. So when you go to a Pilates studio and you see those Pilates reformer machines, that's actually because he was building these movements off of the springs of these old wartime mattresses. I provided a picture so you can see. This is Joseph Pilates, and they're using the springs from the bottom of the bed to create tension for the movement.
Wait, so resistance training in that way is from jail beds?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me that white women across America have been spending hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars as a whole to do jail workouts?
I mean,
that
not just
were
white
created,
women. Lots of people do them.
that were created in a medieval prison that was being used to hold people of an ethnic background.
Yes.
That makes sense. That tracks.
That tracks out.
It's crazy how, you know what's crazy? It's crazy how whenever you look at anything, if you dial it back like just far enough, it's like, how did this start? Racism.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy how it's always like, how did that start? A little bit of racism came in. And then before you know it, you're paying a lot of money to Chuck Norris to buy a Pilates, total body exercise. Remember?
Yeah, that was sort of a Pilates type of thing. But fun fact,
would it sell next to the publisher here? Clearinghouse ads.
Yeah.
It would be like, here's the Chuck Norris total body workout.
Yeah.
And then here's a publisher's Clearinghouse ad. And then here's Judge Judy. And all of these things are fascists.
And you got to also put Jillian Michaels selling her pills.
Yeah, right there in
Bing,
between.
bing, bing.
And she was like, how can I make this about me? I'm Jillian Michaels.
Ugh, she's the worst.
How can I make it about
Listen,
me?
let's take a break because I want to tell you about how Jerry's leaving Ben.
You remember, it was July 2020? The president stood in front of a burned down church, held up a Bible upside down, and it felt like we were about to declare martial law right then. I looked at you in the face and you said, what are you thinking about in this moment? I said, if we're all about to die, I should be allowed to smoke. And then you went to Wawa and you came back with cigarettes. And what happened? Things got better for a long time.
Yeah.
They got better for a long time.
That was because of different things. You're not having any cigarettes.
I'm just saying that there's a correlation. There's a correlation.
There's a difference between causation and correlation. But listen, I have something very funny to tell you.
Okay.
Mr. Third sent me a link during our break.
Okay.
About Alix Earl.
Who's Alix Earl again?
She's the girl from TikTok that was on Dancing with the Stars we just talked about.
Got it. Okay. I know. There's a lot going on in here, okay?
I know.
You've covered a lot of things. You just told me that Pilates is a jailhouse exercise.
Yes.
All right? Just like transmaxing is actually just jail wives.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
I'm learning just so many things.
Listen to me. Okay, listen. Mr. Third sent me her wiki page, and there's a very funny paragraph in
Why
here.
does she have a wiki page? Wait, why does Alix Earl have a wiki page and I don't?
Because we didn't make you a wiki page.
Did we make us a wiki page?
I don't know how wiki pages work. Let me just read you this paragraph. In July 2008, the New York Post reported that Earl's father was having an affair with Ashley Alexandra Dupree, an escort known for her involvement in the Eliot Spitzer political sex scandal that resulted in the New York governor's resignation.
Wait, did we just full loop? Did we just full loop to a reference I made earlier?
Yeah.
Wait.
Accidentally.
Her dad is Eskimo cousins? What the fuck?
Read the next sentence.
Yeah. Earl's parents divorced in 2013, and her father married Dupree in October of that year.
Her dad married the sex worker?
Yeah. Yeah.
He fell in love with the stripper?
Yep.
She's her stepmom.
That is so okay. You know what?
What?
I think we just found a guest for Ned for rock bottom.
Oh, no.
That's a rock bottom guest right there, buddy.
Ned wishes he could get Alix Earl. She
Oh,
has
dude.
Millions and
No,
millions.
not Alix Earl. Alix Earl's dad.
Oh.
Get Alix Earl's dad.
He didn't hit Rick Bottom. He married her and had 3 kids.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's how he ramped out of it.
Oh, I see what you're
Also,
saying.
Ned Fulmer, you can always work at a gas station.
Okay.
That's been my answer always to everything. Whenever people were screaming about cancel culture, all these different things, it was the thing I was trying to say earlier, which is when it comes to like when you and I started on this journey of doing social media and doing this podcast and finding the support of our fans and all those different things, the one thing we always said is that at the end of the day, we can always go back to working any other job.
Yeah.
All these other people always like to pretend that they're fucking above it. But you know who I always think of always at the end is Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
He was working as a security guard at the end.
Yeah.
At one point, he was like one of the most famous people in America. And at the end of his life, he was working as a security guard. And it's like, there is no rock bottom.
Yeah.
There is no bottom. You just have to do what you need to do to survive.
Yeah, and he has a degree from Yale. He could go get a job.
He can go get
He doesn't need to do a podcast.
Also, he doesn't need to be on camera.
No.
You could go and then work as a consultant. You could go and work as a producer or a director. Hey, this is what we used to do on my show that was super fucking successful, or any of these different things.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying that Ned Fulmer is a narcissist and a crazy person, because you just don't need to be
In our
on.
opinion.
In our opinion. No, I'm not a medical professional. If you look at me and think I'm a medical professional right now, you need to seek help. Better help.
No,
And that's where you
no,
can. What?
No. Let me tell you about Ben and Jerry's. Let me tell you about Ben and Jerry's. So Jerry's leaving Ben.
Okay.
Okay, it's over. Ben and Jerry's co-founder, Jerry Greenfield, is leaving the ice cream brand after 47 years, saying that his ability to speak up on social issues has been stifled by the parent company, Unilever.
Oh, the parent is stifling them?
Yeah.
Being stifled in their speech?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm never experienced that.
Let me quote him. For more than 20 years under their ownership, Ben & Jerry's stood up and spoke out in support of peace, justice, and human rights, not as abstract concepts, but in relation to real events happening in our world.
Yeah.
Jerry said that the loss of independence was coming, quote, at a time when our country's current administration is attacking civil rights, voting rights, and the rights of immigrants, women, and the LGBTQ plus community.
And everybody else as well. Like the entire everybody.
Quote, standing up for the values of justice, equity, and our shared humanity has never been more important. And yet Ben & Jerry's has been sidelined for fear of upsetting those in power. It's easy to stand up and speak out when there's nothing at risk. The real test of values is when times are challenging and you have something to lose.
That was a very interesting statement from an ice cream man. That's a very interesting statement from a man who made ice cream. I want to hear a good statement from a man who knows how to talk. Because Jerry from Ben & Jerry's, what is he talking about, Mrs. P? He's talking about standing up. I want to hear from a man who likes to sit down. Where's Joe Rogan right now, Mrs. P? Where is Joe? Where's Theo Vaughn? Where's Andrew Schulz? Where are the new modern day philosophers of comedy? These stand-up, we want to stand up, everybody! Where's our stand-up philosophers? The ones who've told us all about freedom of speech. The ones who've warned us how we need to keep the First Amendment, Mrs. P. The First Amendment. Remember that First Amendment? Remember that one? What did it say? That we could say whatever we want to anybody. They said we're being silenced. By what? The wokes? They said the wokes were trying to put us back to bed. They said the wokes were gonna shut us down. They said the wokes were gonna make sure no one ever heard us. But here we are, Mrs. P. Here we are. The ice cream man was right. Ding-a-ling-ling, listen to that bell. Do you hear the bell? Is that the ice cream van coming down? Or is that an alarm bell? Is that an alarm bell, Mrs. P? Do I hear the alarm bells of history? Do I hear the metaphorical bells that were written by every science fiction author for the last 50 years, 75 years? Every single one since Kurt Vonnegut, who saw the horrors of what we did to ourselves in 1937. Have I heard the history books of what happened in Italy in 1927 as I watch our president declare that Antifa is a domestic terrorist organization, Mrs. P? Because you know what happened when Benito Mussolini did that in 1927? He created an organization called OVRA. And what did OVRA do? Was it fried okra? No. Was it a delicious meal that you go and you get in an Italian restaurant where everyone there is family? No. OVRA was a secret police. And OVRA's job was to make sure that they repressed the anti-fascists, Mrs. P. And you know who the anti-fascists were? Anybody who the government didn't like. If you didn't like it or you spoke out against it, you were labeled. And that worked really well for them. They started putting people in camps. They started having secret police who had to cover their face. And those men made sure that no one spoke against the leader, El Duce. And now here we are. Here we are with a new leader, chin up in the air, wagging it everywhere for everybody, and telling them that over there, they're the ones who are different. Over there, they're the ones who need to be quiet. When we get rid of them, we'll all have unity. We only have to remove about 50% of the population. And then things will be good. They'll be great, Mrs. P. That's how it's gonna go. And here we all are, sitting every single day, going to our little cubes, going to our cubicles, pretending everything is fine, pretending everything is good, pretending everything's about to get great as everything gets more expensive, as people start vanishing. First they vanished from our streets, then they vanished from our companies, now they're vanishing from our TVs and our feeds and more and more and more, and we're getting greater every single day because the ice cream man knows what's gonna happen next, which is the reason why I should be able to smoke. I should have a pack of smokes in my pocket at all times. Because we all know how this ends with people being put up against a wall and those people being offered a cigarette. That's how it used to go in a proper country. But what are they going to offer you now? A watermelon vape? A Zin from Tucker Carlson's Zin knockoff company? Or maybe they'll offer you a promo code from Blue Chew Joe Rogan, Theo Von, Andrew Schulz, the Nelk Boys, Jake from State Farm, probably. Jake Paul was the one I was thinking.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
I was thinking Jake Paul. There's so many of them. So many paid propagandists who made so much money marching us to this very moment, melting our sons and daughters' minds through little boxes that have brought us so much entertainment and fun. And the men who own and control these boxes are having dinner with a president and a king and so many more every single day. And they're looking you in the face and letting you know that they think they're gonna get away with it. So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you give us 5 stars. We want to make sure that we don't get silent. We want to make sure that we don't get canceled. We're going to make sure we have a good time because we've opened how many?
Too many tabs. That was our episode. Hope it was fun. Like, subscribe, check out our merch at the link below. It's the last week for it. And check out this next video that's about to play.